Fans of J.R.R. Tolkien's novels are getting ready for the second film in the Hobbit trilogy. The Desolation of Smaug features new adventures with elves, wizards, and angry orcs. Director and co-writer Peter Jackson brought some of the Middle-earth to Beverly Hills this week. He gives John Blackstone a tour for a story you will see only on CBS This Morning.
You know, Lake Town is great because it is like a wooden, decrepit version of Venice.
The town, created in a set for Peter Jackson's latest movie, may look past its prime, but the director himself is clearly in his. For 16 years, he's been turning J.R.R. Tolkien's tales of Middle-earth into blockbusters.
I've enjoyed making these as much as I've enjoyed doing anything in my life.
There is no king under the mountain, nor will there ever be.
This movie, the pace and the sort of energy of it, I think, is almost reflecting my kind of increased excitement and enthusiasm and spirit as I go along.
In The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, Bilbo Baggins joins the dwarves in their continuing quest to reclaim their homeland.
His name is Bilbo.
In creating this film, Jackson again turns to his native New Zealand, with its dramatic locations enhanced by 3D and dazzling special effects.
No matter how hard it is, I always just take that moment to think, hang on, you're doing exactly what you dreamt of doing when you were 8 or 9 years old. How many people are lucky enough to actually say that they're living their dream, you know?
In fact, Orlando Bloom, one of the stars of the film, feels Jackson seems never to have really grown up.
He's a big child, and he, you know, in his approach to the work is so creatively freeing, you know. So I love working with him. He's great.
Growing up as an only child with a big imagination, he recalls how an unexpected gift changed his life when he was just 8 years old.
So suddenly, one Christmas, this camera shows up in our house, Super 8 camera, that my mum and dad didn't even really want. So I grabbed it and I kind of, you know, commandeered this camera.
Almost from the beginning, he was creating movie magic, like punching pinholes in the film to create flashes of gunfire. He used stop-motion photography to make his homemade monsters move.
I literally didn't have friends particularly. I didn't hang out. I wasn't socially kind of good with people. I had a projector in my bedroom. I had a big sheet on the wall, the bed in the middle, and toxic fumes and glues and solvents everywhere in my bedroom where I was gluing up, you know, monster suits and things. Yeah, it was...
In the mid-1980s, Jackson wrote, shot, and starred in his first feature film, Bad Taste, a sci-fi tale with invading aliens. He built everything from the camera crane to the aliens' masks.
Hopefully this next year I'll revisit my old movies and actually just really polish them up and release them on Blu-ray. So I'm actually going to go back into that world again.
But it's Tolkien's world that has made Jackson famous. The Lord of the Rings trilogy are among the most successful films of all time, raking in nearly $3 billion worldwide. The Return of the King won 11 Academy Awards, including 3 for Peter Jackson. Jackson's take on the novels has courted controversy among purists. In his latest film, he's created characters that don't exist in the books. Still, he embraces the attention by maintaining a blog to allow fans to follow his filmmaking.
This is the last ditch shooting that we're doing, and it's going fantastic.
He appears in every one of his movies.
I have no idea what we're shooting, but this has been quite fun.
His fans enjoy trying to spot him.
I get a lot of questions where people ask me, what character would you be? And even though the obvious answer is an elf, you know, tall, handsome, slender, I'm much more of a hobbit.
And hobbits, of course, are most comfortable at home.
The idea of a cup of tea, sitting with my feet up in front of the fire, and not coming to mysterious, dark places like Hollywood or Los Angeles, with scary places, scary places. I don't like to venture beyond the borders of the Shire, as Bilbo says.
Though ever so tempting, that warm home hearth will just have to wait. The final chapter in the Hobbit trilogy is due out next year. For CBS This Morning, John Blackstone, Hollywood.
And The Hobbit of Desolation of Smaug opens in theaters next Friday, December 13th. So I love it. I love this guy, a creative little boy, grew to be a very creative man.
Great story.
Yeah.
Wonderful story.
And how nice it is at 8 or 9 doing what you love as an adult, that you knew that, and here he is.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Perfect for the holidays.